We have Israel Balderas, a report from him right now.
I'm Israel Balderas in Sebastian, Florida. We are in the northern part of Indian River County. In a few hours, Hurricane Matthew will come by and either brush us 20 or 25 miles off the coast, or this could be potentially one location where the eye of the storm comes in. And at this point now, people are being told you got to hunker down as those few hours remain during the day. With me right now is Commissioner Joe Fletcher. Commissioner, tell me what's the latest as with regards to residents. What are the areas that are voluntary evacuation mandatory, and what's the latest you know out here in Indian River County?
At this point, folks are being directed. It's mandatory on the Barrier Island. It is intensifying, as you said, and in this past 15 minutes, the conditions have gotten where you would not want to be migrating. You need to be hunkered down. If you plan to stay here, you need to stay here and be safe and secure. Have all the supplies that you have. Do not leave the house. This is not the time to be going out. There is nothing open in here in the county. Everyone has sent all their employees home and everybody shuttered down, and we need to endure what we need to endure or be well on the road and out of the county by this time. This is not the time to think about leaving.
If you're leaving now, it's kind of too late.
Way too late. There are a few cars on the road. More importantly is there is no services out there, and after this intensifies a little further, even emergency response personnel cannot get to you as well.
When we were coming here to this location, we got off Fellsmere at I-95, and already gas stations were out of gas a couple of hours ago. Are you seeing that more and more gas stations have gas? They don't have gas? What do you know? What is it?
The last gas station that I saw that was open was in Vero Beach. There is nothing up here in Sebastian that is open or operational. All of them have cellophane around the pumps, and everybody shuttered down. So if you can't get gas, you really don't want to be on the road. I'm sure.
Yeah, at this point, that's too dangerous to be out there.
Absolutely.
Listen, I spoke to Eric Flowers, the Public Information Officer for the Sheriff's Office. He said one of the biggest concerns here for the town of Sebastian is the river, that when you do have rising tide and then the river also rises, basically the city's almost surrounded by water.
That's true, and this river never gets to this value, and it's going to intensify. Again, we're only experiencing, what, about 35-mile-an-hour winds. Yeah. When this goes over 100 miles an hour, that water does rip up, and you'll see that all of these jetties will probably be tested, and many of them did not make it in the land. So this is not a safe place to be. You don't want to, if your water area, you need to be up in the highlands, you need to be out of the county or in your home, fully shuttered, secured, and not out here in the elements.
Did people adhere the official words, the word of the sheriff? When you've driven around, did people put up the shutters? Did they leave when they had to leave? Or are you worried tonight that maybe some people didn't listen to you guys?
No, I believe that they were forewarned, and I do believe that they did take heed. There were a few that wanted to wait it out and see if it was right, but I haven't passed an unshuttered home, and there are very few cars on the road. There are a few folks that want to see the storm. They're out here, they're a little more prepared, but it would be advised that they now take shelter, as we're all going to do now too. I don't think it's very wise. You might start seeing some shards come off or some branches come off, and there's no point in seeing the storm to get injured, because quite frankly, how are we going to be able to get to emergency medical services?
Don't take a chance.
No,
all right. Commissioner Fletcher, thank you very much. Be careful tonight.
Thank you.
And all the best to the folks here in Sebastian and Indian River County. Reporting from Sebastian, I'm Israel Balderas, CBS 12 News.